Hey everybody, welcome to Chanel's Reality. Hey everybody, welcome to Chanel's Reality. I'm Chanel and this is my reality. I decided I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys briefly about hold on. Um 1 second. Um, make it make sense to talk about team meeting. I can't with him. Child. Anyways, I wanted to come on here real quick, talk to you guys about the Olympics. I've been under the weather because I've had the Rona didn't taken over. Okay. Got it from my husband. He's fine. I don't know. He actually didn't seem so great this morning, but he's mostly fine. Um, and since the Rona, decided to take me down for the count, I have had all these copious amounts of time to see what's going on the internet. Okay. And one of the things I found is that the Olympics, they're being held in Paris. And I really only like the field sports, like people running and the high jumping and all that. I like the ice skating people and I like the underwater. What do you call those people? I don't even know what their name is, but I would liken it to performing some sort of fancy dance underwater. It's really, really cool. And you got to hold your breath. And, anyways, that's not what we're on here for. We're going to talk about the Seine River. I'm pronouncing it wrong. I'm sure I'm pronouncing it wrong, but that's okay. I gotta share this with you guys because I cannot. I legit cannot. There's this lady. She has this channel. It's called BJ Investigates. I love her channel. She's a real life attorney, and I've been kind of like watching her channel since I've been not feeling well, trying to get better and everything. And she's hilarious, okay, but she investigates things that are going on that maybe you or I may not. She's just a deep diver. That's what I would call it, a deep dive into things. And so I want to talk to you guys about what's going on. There is a part of the Olympics where they call it, I think it's called open water sports. And so it's like a triathlon. They swim and then they bike and then they do all this stuff, right? But this, for the purposes of this live, we're going to talk about the open water Olympics. So there's specific athletes that swim. Their part of their sport is open water. Paris has this river called the Seine. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. River, and apparently that river been dirty since the beginning of time. Apparently it's been dirty since the beginning of time, and and Paris has been preparing allegedly to host the Olympics 2024, and so they, I guess, have been given $1 billion or raised $1 billion. Somehow they spent like $1 billion on supposedly cleaning this river. But Miss BJ investigates. She's like, the river ain't clean. Not according to her, but according to these experts that the Paris people hired to test it. So, long story short, the mayor has decided, she wants to get in the river and supposedly it's supposed to be clean enough for her. Eventually, at the end of this story, they let the athletes get in the river. And then the athletes get, at least one of them gets sick. And I also didn't know that they, what do they call it? It's like an athlete, the Olympian village or whatever you want to call it, where they're staying. There's no air conditioning. What on earth do y'all think we live in? This is not 1681. I don't understand why there's no air conditioning. And then they got mad at this one lady. I think she's from Brazil, her and her husband, because they decided to leave and go, I guess, get some air from somewhere or air condition and decided to post the picture and they kicked her off the team. I don't know why they didn't kick him and her off, but my understanding is they kicked her off because she left this little village and they say the food isn't great. This is all alleged. Everything on Chanel's reality is in my opinion and or the opinions of people, whoever I bring up. So panelists and or people in the chat. in any videos, that's those people's opinions. Okay, everything's alleged. Let's be very clear. But let me just play a little bit of this for you guys. So you can see what I'm talking about. So hold on 1 second.
So literally untreated human waste is being dumped into this river, and in particular whenever it rains a lot. Oh,
help me understand, why are we doing that? But I'm gonna let y'all listen. I'm gonna let y'all listen to it. Okay. And I'll be right back.
And if in case you didn't know, human, especially human, but pretty much all fecal waste from the mammals have certain properties, certain propensities. You know, I'm not a scientist and all that, but essentially it makes you sick. It makes you sick to swim in the human poop. It will make you sick. There's E. coli, there's perhaps salmonella, botulism. I mean, all kind of stuff's going on in there. Anyway, yeah. So in and of itself, also, it's just kind of nasty. Like just generally, like most humans would be detested by that. So there is this clip right here of this guy, Dan Angelescu, the CEO of Fluidion, one of the companies that the government of Paris was contracting with to test the water every single day, like multiple times a day since April. And months went by and they didn't get one clean test. So this guy, he's also said he would not get in the water. He said he wouldn't get in it, much less put it in his mouth, splash it on his foot. Like he wouldn't even get in it, drink it. So this guy, the one that they had testing the water every day for months, he explains that the bacteria they actually test for isn't even the only concern. It's more like an indicator. So it's like a canary in the coal mine. If you see the E. coli, that means there's probably poop. And if there's poop, there's all kind of other stuff they did not test for, but it's probably in there too.
What is dangerous is that when you have sewage that overflows into the river, you get all the pathogens that are associated with it. So, it's not the bacteria we measure that are necessarily dangerous, but it is all the pathogens that are coming with it. And those could be viruses, other types of bacteria, they could be protozoa, etc. So this is where the danger comes from.
Like the E. coli, in some interpretations of this, is the least of anyone's concerns. It's just like a reliable thing you can test. And there's like standards of how much of it's allowed to be in the water. And you're going to see the charts. Ice Spice has to be related to this somehow.
The rules are to declare the river safe for swimming. It's only the fecal bacterial limits that have to be tested. So whatever comes from the river boats, whatever comes from the garbage you still see dumped alongside the Seine, no one's counting that.
As he said, they do test for the bacteria.
Listen, I cannot. Can y'all help me understand? I would like to understand. Oh, dear God, I would like to understand who authorized this. Who has decided it is okay to put our Olympians in the poop water? Sounds like sabotage to me. But I don't know. I wasn't there. Let's keep listening.
Bacteria, but there are, quote, all kinds of other pathogens that can be dangerous to humans' health that they aren't necessarily testing for. And this man, like I said, he said he would not get in that water. But apparently, like we just alluded to, this is a pretty common problem with rivers in these, especially in these old European cities, because they needed somewhere for the, as the cities grew, naturally the systems for waste management didn't grow, and so they had to accommodate. But you might be surprised to find out, you might be absolutely not surprised in any way to find out, France, this Seine River has like a particularly bad drainage system, and that has to do with like low oxygen levels and high concentrations of ammonia and nitrites, and of course the aforementioned fecal bacterias, Faecalis eschotiteria, or whatever it is. So like I mentioned earlier, this Vox video does a really good job explaining the intricacies of the Parisian sewer system in particular. So I'll let this guy explain it real quick.
You can see where this contamination is coming from by taking a look at this 1852 map.
1852. That's the map he's using. Keep that in mind.
Showing how the original Paris sewer system was built. It dumps right into the Seine, which is gross, but it's not a problem that's unique to Paris. Many urban sewer systems work this way. Many cities that built sewer systems in the mid-1800s to early 1900s, like Paris did, installed what's known as a combined sewer system. In a combined sewer system, the same pipes that handle wastewater also handle stormwater, which gets collected through storm drains in the street. Everything gets sent along to be processed at water treatment facilities and then cycles out to the natural environment. When it rains a lot, the sewers can get too full. When this happens, rather than flooding back into the street, the excess combined wastewater and stormwater gets partially redirected to a nearby waterway.
Why is that okay? Why? Paris. Listen, I remember this one comedian one year. He was like, "Pew, Americans, pew, pew. They ain't like us." Listen, this shit is literally disgusting. Literally disgusting. It ain't just, is it just me? Okay, carry on. I can't.
Which is why E. coli levels in water can spike dramatically in the hours following heavy rain. It's because that water was recently contaminated with So you'll see signs near combined sewer outfalls that prohibit swimming after heavy rain. If that happens during the Olympics, it could mean canceling open water swimming events.
But here's a little diagram right here. And as you can see, it is raining. There's raindrops. And the sewer, is coming down from the residences and going down into the ground lower and lower. But as the water is, coming out from the drain and from the rain, it's pushing it right into the...
Y'all, why is this okay? How is this legal? I want to know how is this legal? Child, I can't. If you're just joining us, okay, welcome to Chanel's Reality. I'm talking about the Olympics, and I know I'm a little late, but I've had the vid, okay, the Rona, okay, and it took me out, okay, so now, but I'm back, okay, and I'm talking about this sewage water that the Parisians have decided it is okay for the rest of the world, all our little Olympians or big Olympians, whatever you want to call them, special, gifted, talented people that are supposed to be competing at the highest level, and you letting them swim in shit water. What is happening? Help me understand. I don't understand. I don't understand how this is legal. Don't get me started on the village that they had them people living in with no AC. What is wrong with you? I can't. I literally can't. Okay, I'm gonna skip down a little bit in the video. I want to find the one guy. She's so silly. I'm trying to find the guy that's supposed to be testing. Oh, let me go. Okay, I want to show y'all this real quick. So the mayor. Oh, hold on. Let me see. Can I go back a little bit? Okay, so the mayor. She wants everybody to believe that this water is safe. So she decides she's gonna go swim in it. So that here, I guess she's gonna make it to where we supposedly, or I guess the Parisians and the Olympians are supposedly gonna believe her. So she wants to go show that the water is safe. She's gonna jump into the shitty water. Okay. Y'all ready? Okay, let's go. I can't.
Egg. My Lord. Okay, so August 2023, there's like a test, right? There's supposed to be a test. They're supposed to swim in the river. Olympic test a year before the Olympics. They couldn't do it. They canceled it. Why? River full of shit. All right. So a few months later, January 2024, in an attempt to kind of downplay the people's concerns, the mayor, remember it was her whole idea to do this whole stupid idea in the first place. She's trying to basically be like a modern day siren and flip and flap in the river and kind of lure people in. So she's like, oh, I'm gonna go flip flap. I'm gonna go flip flap in the river. And that was supposed to be like,
what is happening? I am not tempting my life and fate with this river that's full of shit. What is wrong? I cannot. This is being reported. This right here is on The Guardian. You know, that really reputable newspaper. Okay, that's who was reporting the mayor lady jumping in the water. What's wrong with people? So then this man, he's testing the water, I believe. Let's listen to him real quick.
Water tester man, his company puts out this report. And the water was tested again for pollutants, meaning poo bacterium, which indicates that there's lots of other poo bacterium, right? Like what they're testing for. He tested again in April, and the water did not pass the test, showing dangerously high levels of toxins, bacteriums.
Why is it okay to let our Olympians swim in this shitty water? What is happening? Listen, I can't take it. I can't take it. Look at this chart. So the Parisians, the people in Paris, that's what they're called, Parisians. They have they hired this company that basically continuously check the water and make sure that it's safe. It's never tested as safe. Not ever. This guy who's supposed to be reputable that they hired is continuously failing these tests. And from what they're saying, well, you know, we clean the water, whatever, but when it rains heavily, then the rainwater raises up, I guess, the sewage water, and then their system from 18 whatever diverts the sewage into to this river that they are letting the Olympians swim in. What is happening? I cannot. Let's see. What else did I want to show you guys? Something I thought was really funny. I was just like, she had this, oh God. She played this little video and I thought it was hilarious. Because not only is the sewage dangerous, there are other animals in that water, such as alligators. Be clear. So that's another danger in case, in case, you know, dying from E. coli. Well, I don't want to say these people are gonna, let me take that back. Being really, really unhealthy and sick from E. coli in swimming water, there's also a chance you could get eaten by an alligator, shark, all kinds of stuff. I don't understand why this is even a thing, but I'm gonna let y'all listen to this. Let's see. I just think this is funny.
After the race, is that accurate?
Pretty close, yeah.
Jeez Louise. So what happened? Is that a common thing for you after a race?
Not super common, but it happens sometimes. I just happen to swallow
He vomited like 10 times. But go ahead.
a bunch of water in the race.
BJ is crazy.
City of lights, 2024, make it bright. Olympics on the same, but the river ain't right. We collapse, swimming in poo-poo stew. Toilet water dreams, man, what we gon' do? Paris shine, golden in the race. But the river grime all up in your face. Richard become wild, getting underage place. Dirty river vibes can't keep up with the pace. Just flying high, got their medals in sight. Touch a stinky wave, ain't a pretty sight. Richard on the scene, dancing on the green. Talk of the town, she a gossip queen. Paris shine, golden in the race. But the river grime all up in your face. Richard become wild, getting underage place. Dirty river vibes can't keep up with the pace. Let the script make a splash, don't choke. Diving in the same real life joke. Running high, water dirty as a lie. Olympic dreams sinking, who gonna cry?
Listen, I want y'all to go to BJ Investigates and y'all can watch the rest of it there. She gives a more detailed, because she's an attorney, so she gives a very detailed, I would say, scope or look. It's a deep dive. It's much deeper than what I'm going to dive at this issue. And I'm just appalled by it. So I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about it and let you guys know. I'm sure you guys know. I said, you know, the Rona done had me down, and the Rona is the, you know, the one that with the 19 on the bottom of it or the back of it or whatever. It took me out for the count, but I'm back. I'm still not well 100%, but I'm back. And I just was like, I cannot believe that this is happening. They let them people swim in that water. Listen, I'm not risking my life eating catfish, and I am not risking my life swimming in whatever it is this body of water is that's unclean in Paris that has E. coli in it. I cannot. And they said that's the reason that that river is the part of the reason why when you go to Paris it smells. And it's on my bucket list. I certainly want to go. Child, I just don't know if it's that serious. But leave a comment, guys. Like the video. Thank you so much for joining me here on Chanel's Reality. I'm Chanel, and this is my reality. But leave a comment. I'm still hasn't, my birthday still hasn't come yet, but I'm still trying to get to the 1,000 subscribers. So thank you for my subscribers, all of you, all. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Please like this video. Please share this video and rewatch it and whatever else. But until next time, leave me some comments what you guys think about the river in Paris that the Olympians, the open water Olympians swam in, and how they got sick, and what you guys think about this. And if you have any comments about what could be done differently or better next time, hopefully they won't have these people in these type of contaminated waters again. That's my hope. But until next time, love you guys. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Chanel's Reality. Bye, guys. See you later. Okay.